let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. As the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 13.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Offense retains possession.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 38-yard line.
He'll go play action with Nix. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. On the ground, this is Harvey. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 14.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Will Butts to kick off for the Broncos.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Past the 45. And he'll dive forward here. Tack on even more yardage to the end of this one. A big play there for Baltimore. It covers 51 yards.
First down. A 51-yard gain.
In motion goes Likely. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. Play action now. Jackson moving to his left. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 11 makes it third and
from the shotgun. Here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. And great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Taking off. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Draymond Jones able to bring him down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. Here's a third down and 4. Play action now. It's Nix. Moving outside the pocket, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Fourth down, Jeremy Croshaw on to punt for Denver. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Jackson on the move. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A big place to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Again, it's Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and goal, and it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens have broken with it. As they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the right, yeah. Away, away, away! Away, away, away! Captain. Bombers.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Out to his right. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 41.
From the 41, here's second and 9. Here's Nix to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it third and 2.
Drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the lack of catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard
Throwing
line.
is Nix. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Wiggins on the coverage.
Oh, my son!
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Broncos,
Oh, my son!
Dobbins. He's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. From a little further back, here's second and goal. And he'll take this one